My dad doesn't really look at me as an underdog, so he doesn't think we're underdogs. So he
have you ever watched? I know you weren't born at the time, but have you ever watched that first Tyson fight?
I have watched it before.
What do you think?
It was a good fight.
But have y'all ever really discussed the odds you overcame in that fight?
No, a little bit, not really, not too much though.
On top of what he was saying, is it dangerous to think like an underdog sometimes, or do you think you have to? I mean, y'all are not used to that at all. Do you have? Is it worrisome to change the way that you think heading into a game?
I haven't changed the way I think. I'm gonna approach this game just like every other game I approach, and we'll go out and do our best.
Well, how do you perceive this game playing out? If you had.
So, anyways, so he's coming around the corner. He's coming to flying. I think if we really
you got to do better than you normally do.
Like I just want to keep the team anywhere I can, and whenever they really need me to do, I'm ready to do it.
Elijah, there was an rattled by the fact that they're Alabama. They've accomplished so much, and the A on the side of the helmet, all that stuff. I mean, is there an intimidation factor with you guys in this game, having played them last year, kind of knowing who they are?
You're asking, are we intimidated by them?
Yeah, is there an intimidation factor for you guys?
Nah.
Elijah, I know you're really busy this time of year, and so are Nick and Sony. But do you have occasion to ever talk to them? Do they communicate with you? And if so, how? And what's the exchange there?
Yeah, we talk every once in a while. You know, we'll hit them up on Instagram or shoot me a text or something like that. So they've been real supportive, and they approve of what we've done so far. They want us to get this next game, and they're rooting for us. So it helps to have them in our corner.
What about you guys? What is your takeaway of what they've been able? They're both starting in the NFL now. How has that landed on you?
Man, it's been great seeing them ball out. We kind of knew it from the jump. Once they get in their own roles by themselves, they get to do more because they get more carries and stuff like that. So I've been really excited to see them play. They've been playing really well.
Elijah, what are some of the challenges that you face when you're going to class and you're around campus and everybody wants to talk to you, especially this week?
I try to focus on school when I'm there, but some students are most of the time pretty cool. But if they ever want to talk, I don't have a problem with talking about the game.
Is there any kind of, you say you're not intimidated about Alabama? Does Alabama some kind of aura about it just because of what they've accomplished over, not just under Saban, going back to Bear Bryant, the whole history of that team? I mean, is there some sort of aura or mystique about Alabama, or do you look at like that's what you're striving to be, or anything like that?
No, we don't really try to compare ourselves to anybody. We just want to be our own team, and we're excited to play them.
Did Alabama recruit you?
Yes.
How heavily?
I was pretty heavily.
Did you think about going?
Yeah, I had thoughts, but Georgia's the place for me.
When you talk to guys who are being recruited at running back, talking about coming here, I mean, there's a lot of guys use Zamir, everybody else. What do you think what do they first think about when, does that ever pop up, playing time? And do you ever sell it like, hey, it's a good way to stay healthy, it's a good way to get to the league?
Yeah, anybody who ever asked me about playing time to play as running back coming to Georgia, I always just tell them, if you believe you're one of the best running backs in the nation, then eventually, if you keep working, you'll be able to play here. And if you play here, you have a good chance at going to the NFL. So if that's your plans, then you should definitely come to Georgia.
And you had Nick and Sony, and I can't remember who else was here when you pulled the trigger. What was that like for you? Did you go through the whole thing as well?
Yeah, playing time was a thing, but I knew I would probably have to sit behind those guys, and but I knew eventually that I could have a chance to play here.
Your coach obviously coached under Nick Saban for a long time. It's the second time where they're going against each other. Do you imagine it'd be something pretty special to him if he were able to beat his mentor in a game?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it would, but I don't think that's Coach Smart's biggest goal. I think Coach Smart just wants to win the SEC championship more than anything.